Hi all, it's Eddie from Weedy Tropicals, just giving you a quick impromptu garden tour. I've been around it for a while. Spoiler alert, I've been shopping again, so I bought some new plants, but I thought I'll show you the beautiful tree behind me that I've been putting up the photograph of for months now, but you can see how alive it is with bees, and I'll put some footage on. We'll be able to go around and see it all live and just see how many bees and wildlife we've got in the garden. The Gunnera has gone huge. Like I said, I've planted some extras in the garden as well. So I thought I'll show you the stuff that I haven't got around to planting yet. I don't know the names of these because I literally just picked these up. So I picked up Sorbaria Sem, that says on there. It's got a nice coloration on it. I saw it on Rich's video and messaged him immediately afterwards to see if this was the same thing, so I went and bought that one. Looks a little bit shriveled because I did let it dry out, so that's on me. I've got a new one for me as well, Zantedeschia. I'm not going to put out the second one on there, and Osteospermum, because who doesn't like those? Tropical as anything. So as well as that, I picked up one that's not hardy. It's a Schefflera Actinophylla, it's called. Leaves on it are absolutely huge. I need to give the leaves a clean off because the nursery it came from looks like they had hard water or something because it's all over the leaves. So I'm going to give that a nice little wash off. We start with this section, which has got the Monstera, which is normally in our bedroom. You can see from the size of my hand the size of that leaf. It's literally huge. It's in a horrible pot that I need to change with some bleach and all the rest of it, but it did get a little bit of sunburnt because I brought it out too early. So as you can see on there, it's all a bit sunburnt. They recover quick and it shoots anyway. In the corner I've got a Trachycarpus, just filling out that spot. It's not the best spot for it because it's in quite deep shade there. We have got this one here, which I think is Deutzia, Strawberry Fields. I'll try and get in without disturbing the bees too much, but this thing right on cue, the bees literally all over it. It's so heavy, this plant, that it's literally, I need to tie this back. But you can just see there, just going to take a second, because some of the comments I've had in the past tropical gardens being no good for the wildlife because they're just like foliage and all the rest of it, and yet I've got thousands of bees on this like daily. It never stops moving until the night draws in. In there as well, this thing has never looked so good since I put this pergola up above it because it provides shade now. This Fatsia, I will try and see if I've got an image of it earlier in the season. It looked good from just after winter, but it's grown, looks like 2 or 3 times the size, and it's really filled that spot out. You rarely see one as good as that. Well, I've never grown one as good as that. They're always battered in some way, shape or form. No slug damage. Got a hosta down there, which again was sold to me as whirlwind, but it doesn't have the green coloration on it. I've got a variegated bamboo down there, which is absolutely gorgeous. The Miscanthus, which is what's trying to poke its way up there, is Miscanthus Giganteus through there. But like I say, okay, I like this thing. As I walk through this garden sometimes, it's like an airport. It's like that many things flying around. Like I said, the bees are absolutely everywhere. Moving on from that, I've got a Hedychium, which is an ornamental ginger that can stay out all year, but I overwinter it because I've got the room. And this one's just called Stephen, but it's grown probably 4 or 5 foot now, just from that container. It gives you a bit of an idea of how big that plant's actually got, and I have actually cut that back, the strawberry fields. I've got down in here, there's another Mahonia in there, and at the back I put some fern in there as well. We've got Persicaria, which is coming out the front there, which is the purple fantasy. Nice Chamaerops, and again, little busy bee there, just proving my point. I mean, the thing is, these flowers are absolutely, you can zoom in on it, really beautiful. And I've really enjoyed this year, the Euphorbia John Phillips. This flower spike here is really sticky actually, to be fair, but the scent of that, it only flowered in one of those spikes. Hopefully there's got more season for it to be able to do its thing, but it smelled fantastic. As you was walking down the garden, you could smell it from everywhere. We've got the Crocosmia, I think that's Lucifer, Again, last year got attacked by spider mites, so it was all discoloured, but it looks fantastic this year. It's got a 3 or 4 foot on that. The other one, I don't know what this one is. This is another Deutzia. This again, it's all over the shop. It's a lot of these flowers are spent, but I need to tie that back in. The Musa Basjoo at the back, absolutely glorious. I mean, I think that cost me £10 originally from B&M. I'll give you that every day of the week for that plant. It's absolutely fantastic. I don't think there's any tropical garden complete without one, in my opinion. It's my favourite thing. We've got more Persicaria and some Bastusia, the bluegrass on the front. I've got down here Heuchera, which again has gone on probably 2 or 3 size, stayed out over winter, absolutely fine. We've got one that I was trying to show people last time, which was right down there. Is what is that? Clematis armandii, but it's just really not done anything at all. It's gone brown and crushy. If anyone's got any ideas, I know they like wet feet and they like sun, and it's had both of that. This one's growing a little bit kind of distorted, so I keep my eye on that, but the other leaves were fine, so I wonder if it's just that maybe been attacked by slugs as it was emerging. I've got some more in there, as you can see from the grass there. Miscanthus Giganteus coming out of there. Got Cordyline Australis, which has got quite a nice trunk on it. It did kind of, when we had that beast from the east, it did kind of lose a lot of the bark lower down. Got another one of those ferns that's inside, and Persicaria, just because I like the repeat planting. In there, that's Trachycarpus Winter's Gem, growing on quite nice. He's putting on a bit of growth, so I know the roots are doing well with that one. Again, this monster above me is another one of those Deutzias, and to be honest, I didn't realise how tall they were going to get. Small bees in there if anyone's counting, but I mean, for the size, I mean, I'll see if I can find the original thing, and then if I'll be able to, but that is a huge thing. I put it in, it was a twig, I had no idea it was going to get that. I got absolutely lucky with it filling out exactly where I needed it, but the colour on the plants is fantastic. Down there, as I told you, hosta, no slug damage. They've tried it there, didn't like it. Tried it there, didn't like it. The colour is fantastic. And I went on record to say this wouldn't get bothered, and it hasn't. Up there now is a Miscanthus Giganteus towering above us there. Got kind of like a slightly kind of sharp kind of feel to it if you try and go back on itself. I'm going to move that cane from around that. This has never flowered before. Yucca Gloriosa. I'm not sure if it's one of those that dies afterwards. It does seem to have leaned really far. So I don't know if they flower, that's the end of them or not. I need to look at that, but it has twisted. The colour of that flower stalk, I don't know if it'll bring it up on the camera. Look how fantastic that is. It's almost like a maroon with like a yellow colour on it. Like I said, I've never seen that actually flower, and the position of that is changed. It was a bit more, there's a lot more room over at the back than what was there before. The Fatsia's had another gorgeous flush, and this has had a really tough time, as you can see from the leaves down there. It's the problem when you plant something really spiky next to something like that. It's been like skewered for years. Tetrapanax has been a bit of a sad story for me this year. It's starting to shoot from the side, but inside it looks like it's almost like a coconutty kind of texture, and it's trying to shoot from there as well. And I have got a free plant that's kind of clambered its way some distance over there, but this was probably one of my highlights of the garden, and it's done absolutely nothing. It died right back, so I had to make a bit of a cut. I mean, that thing in the middle, I've just been able to push that down. So I don't know about that one, but like I say, I've got a free one over there, so if not, I'll put that in its place, and then if this pops, so be it. So another Persicaria down here, Red Dragon, and then Purple Fantasy next to it. So that's quite a good combination when they're planted together. The Fatsia Polycarpa Green Fingers, again, it's done really, really well. Looks fantastic. I have got down there somewhere, there we go, Pink China. Hopefully that's popped up a little bit. I was going to do a bit of digging on the weekend when I got some time and just see if I can split some. I moved that one because that was originally my Musa Sikkimensis. Because of these growth rates and how quickly I wanted to lose the site of the greenhouse to come a little bit back. So I thought if that kind of grows up in the middle, that's more likely to do that than the Sikkimensis. Bamboo always at this time of year look a little bit fried and frazzled. But as you can see there, it has got new leaves just about to flush. So it will drop all this, do a load of good for the ground, and that'll be absolutely fine. On the end, there's this plant here, which at some point in my life, not now, I will remember the name. It's got like purpley kind of bits on the canes. I think it's just a beautiful grass. I always get it confused with like Soteria palmifolia, but it isn't that. I'll put the name on, I've done it every time. A new one for me, which I bought the other day, was that Hibanobambusa, the variegated one, which is like Spanish reed. And then I've got Trachycarpus Fortunei. Pigeons having a bit of a battle up there, just as I'm trying to film. Trachycarpus in there, huge trunk on that one. That one has been fed recently. I got the Acanthus Mollis down there, which I always think looks fantastic, and then a spider's web in my dumping ground. If I work my way around, again, something for the bees is this beautiful thing. These are snapdragons, and this is mini cherry cola. The colour on this is beautiful. I've got the Musella Lasiocarpa, which does have this like blue glaucous kind of colour on it. Pups loads from the base, but I've never been able to split them successfully. The Gunnera now is just gone outrageous, considering it's in the pot. I know this one's Tinctoria, it's not Manicata, but I love how that one reaches over the edge, and when the water comes in, it comes off that leaf and comes straight back into the pond. These are a very sulky plant as well. If I let these dry out slightly, that leaf will come right down to the bottom. I'll water it and it'll rise back up again within a day. So it is quite a dramatic plant. In here I've got a seed grown as well, because I do seed growing things. Check out my other videos, there's loads of seed growing bits on there. That's one of my Sikkimensis that's been seed grown. And there's a huge pot of Crocosmia lucifer, which looks fantastic when it actually opens out. In there I've got all the iris, which I've just flowered. There's a couple of late ones on there, absolutely perfect they are. A couple of tubs of Canna, one that's just about to flower, that's mango pink, and I think the other one is dark night. Got another Borinda Papyrifera, which is down there. I'm going to kind of split those up. A Washingtonia robusta in there. Standard bamboo in that one. I've got a couple of dahlias that have been potted in here, some really gorgeous ones. Coleus Black Dragon. Those are Echinacea pink, pink nectar I think they're called. And here's one of my new ones, Canna, but Cleopatra. Absolutely love how every leaf is different. Again, try to pick up the colour of the flowers on that. It's a really nice colour, yellow. The Mahonia Sweet Winter is really taken off. That's supposed to be Borinda Papyrifera KR series, so blue bamboo. Got in there a red Phormium. Okay, smells like a chocolatey colour. It's really nice. It's done. Struggled in a lot of places, but I just put it on the end of the board and it's done really well. I've got another Chamaerops there. At the base, we've got the Persicaria, Purple Fantasy, and Red Dragon again. So I'm hoping they're going to spin out a little bit. Crocosmia, and I've got Sarcocotta. In there was one of the trendy ones this year, which was Euphorbia minus Merlot. So I've got a couple of those, and the leaves, if I can get in, the little satellites. Again, under the Mahonia. At the back I've got golden bamboo, and then that one's supposed to be one of the different types of bamboo. So what I've done with a lot of the garden, it's, as you can see, it's repeat planting throughout. I've got a few standout plants. There's again here, here's my other Sikkimensis that I've got, which stays out all winter. Another Trachycarpus. It's Euphorbia. Don't know the name of that one. I did see one the other day, it was called Silver something or other, and it did look quite similar. I've got another Cordyline, which is absolutely popping. Hopefully be able to get some of these seeds, but the things look quite interesting. I got in there Another Yucca Gloriosa. In there's Miscanthus sinensis. Another Fatsia, which I know a lot of people say don't do well in full sun, but that's getting baked and it's equally as nice as that one I've got down here, which is Canna Musaefolia. What else have we got? Oh yeah, Tenax, Phormium Tenax, and the flower spike on that is huge. I'm going to try and get some seeds off it, but I don't think you can see the colour on it. Really fantastic. The palm tree is finished blooming now. There's not much left on that, and this is like the absolute star down here. Shady area, Acanthus Mollis. Really don't think you can beat that particular area. Like I said, looking back on the yard now, for a reasonable sized garden, it's not a small garden, but it's also not the biggest garden I've ever seen either. And doing it on a relative budget, pretty happy with what I've achieved so far. Let me know what your favourite plant was. And as always, if you've made it this far, I really appreciate you watching the videos. I'm trying to grow the channel as fast as I can. I seem to be stuck now on 525 subscribers for a long time now. So if you watch the videos regular, or if you want to see some of the seed grow along so you can save yourself some money, give me a subscribe and give my channel a boost. Like I say, put a comment in there with what your favourite plant was, and really appreciate you watching. Thanks again.